Well, watch out because it's coming. And if you don't listen, I'm going to find you.
Cause I'm about to break. I'm breaking out of my skin. How many pills does it take? I'm on about 1,000 a day and I'm not better yet. Medicated, yeah, I'm fucking happy now. Go and say it, tell me not a question how. I'm underrated but everybody listens now. Someone please pull me out.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alex Alicia, your host of The New Rock Show, which of course is your place to find and fall in love with new bands, new tracks, new artists. And today I have a very special guest joining me, and I can guarantee you right now, if you're a hardcore alternative music fan, you're going to love this new band who are debuting right now out of London. And I'm so excited to welcome for the very first time Felix Weaver to the show from Help. Hello.
Good morning. How
Good
are you?
morning.
You
Good
okay?
afternoon. I'm all right. I'm
Thank
good,
you very
thanks.
much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
It's such a pleasure. Like, before we do get into everything, Felix, I just want to say, how are you? Are you well? Whereabouts are you zooming from right now?
Yeah, so I'm in London now. I'm struggling a little bit because I went to like 5 shows over the weekend,
Yeah.
but it was good and really enjoyable. Some cool, very cool bands and experiences. So doing okay.
Oh, that's cool. So you've been checking out the London music scene as well, because you're from Dubai, aren't you? Is that right? Born and
Yeah,
bred?
I was born in Bahrain, which is right next to it, tiny little island, and then
Amazing.
moved to Dubai when I was 12. But it's pretty much like the same country. And then lived there up until about a year ago. So
Oh,
yeah, I'm kind
so
of more Arab than I am English.
no, that's great. We love to see it. I mean, how does that kind of world compare now you're experiencing gigs and things in London? Like, does it feel different at all to you, like the music scene?
Yeah, I mean, there isn't a music scene there. I mean, also
Right.
because Dubai is 50 years old. When England was 50 years old, no one's blasting deathcore full volume. So
True.
it's
True.
but I kind of left because I knew that that wasn't the place to build a career. I mean, my whole life I've been recording outside of Dubai in the Middle East, just because I know LA is sort of the place to be for recording and whatever, and a little bit here as well. So I've that my music has never really been Dubai based, really.
Going back to where it all kind of started for you, I know that you've been doing music longer than this band has been around, which we'll get talking
Mhm.
about in a second. But like, think about like back to when you were a kid, when you were young. Like, what kind of bands influenced you into music, and how did you find music in your life?
Um, well, how did I find it? I think
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that out. I mean, the biggest band for me growing up has always been Metallica. I used to have like just A4 pieces of paper with all of their songs on it, and I would cross a new one every day just to learn it. And I guess that's what made me learn guitar. Then, as you get older, you sort of get into other things, and I sort of got into heavier stuff, like most people did, like metalcore, like the original kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Um, and then I kind of just stayed with it because everything now feels a bit repetitive, and I guess old is gold, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you mentioned Metallica. I've got this right at the side of me. My boyfriend's a big Metallica fan, and this is going back
Uh-huh.
to when he first ever saw him in '95. I had this printed
Wow.
for him, and it's got the lineup of the gig he saw, but of course Metallica headlined it. But yeah, what an
Amazing.
iconic band. I mean, they've got so many
Oh,
musicians into music, haven't they? And
oh,
still
brilliant. I
continue to
mean,
do so.
they're the biggest. They're the biggest metal band in the world,
Yeah, of
and
course.
for a reason.
Exactly. I mentioned already that you're not new to music. However, the band Help is a new band out of
Mhm.
London.
Yeah.
But you've been popping out music since like 2019 officially, haven't you? And I've been checking you
Yeah.
out, and I've been going back through some of your songs and stuff, and it's just so cool. And I just wondered, like, what has that journey been like for you since around 2019 to now in 2026, starting a band? Because you've gone from a solo career into a four-piece
Mhm.
band. So how did you kind of get
Yeah.
there on that trajectory?
It's a lot of weird things coming together for sure, but I mean before I was pretty set on the solo stuff because I felt very strongly that there hadn't been like a real solo rocker for ages, like Bon Jovi and people like that. And that's sort of what I wanted to portray. But then just totally randomly. And funnily enough, by the bassist in Metallica asked me to come to LA and try out for his son's band. So that's a crazy coincidence.
That's
And
insane.
yeah, and they're super cool. Didn't end up joining the band, but while I was there, I sort of had the inspiration to start the band, and I kind of realized like this is band music,
Hmm.
on stage. And also, if it just similar to that poster that you showed me, if it has someone's name on it, it's not really as interesting. Whereas if there's a band on it with a super cool name like Metallica, or in my opinion, Help, I think is really cool. Um,
Yeah.
it kind of draws you in more than the name, or at least to me it would.
I'm glad that you just brought up the band name Help. I mean, it's rare that I kind of go to someone, oh, where did you get your band name from? But I can
Mhm.
see where this kind of band name has come from, based on the new single that we've got, which is called Break. And again, we'll talk about that in a second. But like, I
Mhm.
think some of the themes and things that you're talking about make sense as to why the band is called Help. But how did you actually nail on calling it that? Because I know one of the biggest things for musicians is naming the band. It can go on
Yeah.
forever and a day, can it? So how
It,
quickly did
it,
you come to that as a
it
name?
was actually my first idea. I had no
Really?
other ideas of it. I was just like, because to me, what Help is, it's like sort of a mix of, this old sort of punkiness, still got like kind of those metalcore influences, but it's still modern, it's still polished, but it's different. And I just thought, that name straight away just really like, if you see it, like on a poster, like I said, you're kind of drawn in, even like Green Day or something. And also the band Help. I can't believe no one's chosen that name yet. If someone asked me like, "Oh, do you know the band Help?" I probably would have said yeah because it just feels like someone would have that name.
Sometimes it is the most obvious of words that are not actually used because I think people have that theory in their head. They
Yes,
think, oh, we can't have that because surely
totally.
that's a band name.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess maybe more in the old school, like the Scorpions and stuff like that. That's sort of what I'm thinking of. But yeah, I got lucky with it.
Yeah, I
So
really, I really like it. I like the font. I like the exclamation mark. I just think it's really cool, really impactful. It just looks like something that you are drawn to, like you say. And I think it's cool that you're taking that into consideration as well, because it's not just about the sound and the music that you're putting out, but like the look of yourselves as musicians. But then like you're also considering how your band name looks as a logo, and that's
it's a
all so
package.
important. Of course it
Yeah,
is.
totally. Look at Kiss.
Yes. Oh,
Kiss wouldn't be the same. I mean, I'm sure they'd still be great, but if they weren't wearing all that crazy stuff on stage and whatever. And also, that name is so good.
yeah.
So.
I was actually talking about Kiss the other day about them being that kind of band that turned their music into a brand, and they are
Mhm.
like number one at doing that, aren't they? For sure.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Everyone knows Kiss, and hardly anyone now knows their music, sadly. But if you see them, you know.
yeah, you know who it was exactly. Right, but we got to talk a little bit about your debut single. It's called Break.
Cause I'm about to
I want to say to you,
Mhm.
congratulations, because it's
Thank you.
such a banger. As soon as I heard it and Haley sent it to me very kindly, I thought, yeah, this is a bit of me. This is great for the show. Couldn't wait to play you on the New Rock Show. Do
Awesome.
you want to talk to me a little bit about this single? Why you chose this one as your first little wink as a band to kind of go, this is us?
Uh-huh. I mean, the song has been around for quite a while. I never released it. I'd like to sit on things and wait till it's the right time
Yeah.
to get it out. And I really felt like this is the song to come out with. It's a bit like, when you're playing a show, like what are you going to open with? Are you going to open with a ballad or something that, smacks you in the face, which the drums kind of do. And it's just like full force. And I feel like it represents the band too.
Yeah.
So kind of came together well. I was happy
Yeah.
with it.
When obviously I was listening to it, I was listening to the lyrics. Your lyrics are
Mhm.
so honest as well, which is something I really like about you, because I feel like that's quite an intrusive thing to do, to be so open and honest and put your thoughts and feelings out to the world. I don't know if you find it scary or cathartic or whatever. Like, how
Well, I
is
mean, I
that?
think that's the reason why most people write music in the first place, right? Is to let out the emotions. So
Yeah.
it wasn't written with AI, I was sitting in a room writing it myself. So it has to have some sort of meaning. And I usually start with, writing all the instrumentals first and then basing what it feels like to see sort of what the lyrics should be,
Mm.
It all has to match. And that yeah, it sort of fell fell together. I didn't have to beat on it for a long time.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like one of the themes within that song as well is like the mistreatment within the music industry because I think it's so important that you're able to talk about that. And it's because, like, people might go, oh, well, you're a debut band. Like, what have you experienced so far? But for you, like I say, music is not new to you. You've been doing this for a long time now. So you
Yeah.
must have been through it and experienced all sorts of different things. And I just wondered for you, like, what is one of the biggest lessons that you've learned from music so far? Is there anything that stands out to you? I know that's pretty.
Um, don't trust anyone. No, it's not that. It's definitely finding the right people and having them around you really helps. I've only been with Haley and my management company, Shelter, for, I mean, I only signed with them maybe 4 or 5 months ago,
Yeah, so
but
super
clearly
new.
they're doing their job very, very well. And it's I mean, I guess it's sort of expected, but within the music industry, I mean, I've been with, management companies for a couple of years and they do absolutely nothing, and some crazy other stuff. So definitely building that team around you helps. But the music has to be the driving factor always. If they don't like the music, then it shouldn't be a thing. But if they really relate to it, then it sort of yeah, it works pretty well.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice as well for anyone who might be watching or listening to this, and they're considering like starting a band or they're new in a band themselves, and it's just knowing what to
Mhm.
look out for, and what helps, what doesn't. I think it's such a hard world to navigate, isn't it? Being a musician, but also trying to make this your everyday life, your career. It's tough, isn't it? It's not a straight easy run. So
No,
but that's
not at
half
all.
why you love it.
Totally, yeah. I mean, the music is what does it for everyone. It doesn't work like a business, and it's pointless coming into it thinking that you can make it like that because you can't.
Yeah.
It's creative, and everyone that is within the creative or within a creative industry, they're in it for a reason, and their mind is going 24/7. So it kind of makes sense. But if you really love the music and you're passionate about it, then it just about becomes worth it.
Yeah, and I'm so happy for you that you've got like a really nice team around you and you're here now in London, and you're just gonna smash it because this is just like so exciting. Like everyone
Uh,
needs to know about your band. Help! I listened to Break. Also, I was listening to Parasite, which is another song that you guys have released previously,
mhm.
and because I know you just mentioned that song Break, even though it's your debut, it has been out for a minute.
Yeah.
I just wondered though for you as well, like kind of going from being a solo musician where you kind of like write and you can be free and do what you want to do and it's your thing, to then
Mhm.
going into a four-piece band. You have to kind of
Mhm.
like let other people shine, and it's a collective effort, in a way. How has that
Sure.
transition been for you so far? What's been going on behind the scenes? Have you been writing together as a four-piece yet, or?
Well, my main job after signing with Shelter was getting the band together. I didn't even have the band when I signed with them.
Wow, that's
So
impressive.
yeah,
That's
I
so
went
cool.
through quite a few people and
Mm.
auditioning people, and sort of landed on this group, and they've just been so good and just super reliable, incredible musicians. I mean, amazing. Even though I've been writing the songs, I want them to have their own character and stuff. It's so important. It's not just me. And actually, it's been really good, and somehow came together pretty quick. I just went on some like online forums and found these people, and a couple other people helped me out. And yeah, it's really cool. Live is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm glad that you bring up live because that was another thing that I had in mind to talk to you about. Like, I can imagine you can't really tease very much to us right now, but like, what is kind of going on behind the scenes, live music wise? Can you kind of let us know if anything is going to be happening in 2026? Is this the year of help?
For sure. I mean, that's the plan, right? I mean, the plan since the end of last year has been from the start of Jan, this is the launch, and we're going to do whatever we can moving forwards. So definitely there's going to be some shows coming up, maybe some festivals. We'll see about that. We're hoping, and just sort of seeing whatever comes our way. But it's definitely being worked on at the moment. And honestly, probably sooner than later. So you'll
Yeah.
be the first one with a backstage pass.
Hey, We love that. Thanks. No, I'm so excited. I will 100% be coming to see you guys live. On that kind of note, like, 2026, it's kind of a new year in February. I just wondered, like, in the next year or two, what is on your, like, musical bucket list? You've just mentioned some festivals. Which ones would
Mhm.
you love to play? Like, have you got any in mind that you're like, oh, here in the UK, I'd love to play this, or
Uh-huh.
in Europe, or wherever?
I mean, I think everyone that likes rock wants to play
I
Download.
knew you were going to say it.
Yeah, everyone
I
wants to play
do.
Download. Who wouldn't? I mean,
Of course.
it's definitely the biggest in the UK, possibly even Europe.
Yeah.
Um, there's a really, really cool festival in Madrid called Mad Cool, which you've probably
Hmm.
heard of, and that is like a dream. I've been going to that with my girlfriend for a few years, and
Have
every time I see
you?
it, I'm like, one day. So we'll see. We'll see. Nothing's booked in at the moment, but you never know. Things change a lot in this industry
That's it.
very quick. So we'll see.
Yeah, you gotta manifest, and that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, as well, like you say, you've been attending. That's gonna feel so special as well when you're a musician at any level. Like, you attend shows or you go to your favorite music venues, and then one day you're the one on stage. It's like such a great
Mhm.
feeling, and it's gonna
Yeah.
come for you real soon. I can feel it,
Ah,
and
thank
you would
you.
smash Download. Also, I just want to say as well, I'm not sure if you've heard of them, but there's a band here in the UK called Mouth Culture that I think that
Okay.
you would do so well touring with. I think you guys would be
Oh,
a
okay.
great fit together. That's just
Check them
like a
out.
personal suggestion, but yeah, I feel
Yeah, I'll
like
definitely check
Help,
them out.
Mouth Culture, that could be really cool. But yeah, so just kind of like to wrap up the on the musical note before we get into just a couple of random questions. I
Mhm.
just wondered, like if you could say anything to young you starting out to now, what do you think you would say to young Felix and future Felix?
Oh, that is so hard. Honestly, to younger me, probably nothing because everything that's happened has led to this moment. And right now it feels really strong. And like I mentioned with the Metallica stuff, and there's been a bunch of other things, you know, I think if I told my younger self that would happen, I would be pretty excited.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's just being as real as you can. I know a lot of people that have signed with, labels, and it's just been totally controlling of what they can and can't do, release wise, and they're not even releasing their own music anymore, and that's not what it's about. And if you write good music that's true to you, people will relate to it and they will find it, sooner or later. So it takes a while, but it's never too late as well. So, I mean, I'm 23 and I feel like I'm about 45. So,
I know. Do you know, I say that all the time because I'm 29. I just turned 29 in December, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm 30 this year. Oh my God,
yeah.
I already feel like an old granny sometimes. It's just there's
Well,
so much going on.
my dad's 62 and he acts like he's about 16. So, it
Age
doesn't
is just
matter.
a number.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
it's so exciting to see, what's to come from your band, from Help. It's just going to be great. And like I say, I'm loving the new single and the look of you guys. And I've been checking you out on social media, which I highly recommend everybody else do as well. Do you want to let everyone know how they can find you on socials?
Sure. Yeah. The band Instagram is the band Help. And on YouTube, all the music videos are just under Help, exclamation mark. That's
Yeah,
the important part.
yeah, you got to put the exclamation mark in there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna get some like help assistant. I did type you in on
The
Instagram,
Beatles.
and it came up
Oh,
going
okay.
like, "Oh, Help Tools Instagram." I was like, "No, no, 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 the
Oh,
band, the
great.
band."
No, that's us. No, every time I put it on Spotify, the Beatles come up, and I didn't even know that was an album. And I'm like, oh my God.
So you're
So I,
competing
I, I
against
need to
that.
build up the following, and then eventually I'll be above that.
Yeah, exactly. That's really funny. Have you got a motto, a saying, or a quote that you like to live your life by, Felix? I know that's a bit of a random one, putting you on
Ooh.
the spot. Could be anything. Could be a book quote or a lyric or just something.
Yeah, a lot of my friends would laugh at me saying this, but I got a tattoo that says "Living isn't always alive,"
Ooh.
which is like you can just be doing your thing and following, what everyone else is doing and just going down the same path, but you're not really, well, alive, right? You're supposed to want to do the things that you're doing. You're not supposed to sit back and hate everything. So I think maybe that sort of keeps you inspired a little bit.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a great one, just off the cuff, and it's tattooed, so there we have. Permanent message
Yeah.
for you to
I decided to
remember.
get that. I didn't even know what I wanted tattooed about 5 minutes before it. And I was like, oh, I'll just get that.
Are you one of those? Are you quite spontaneous then? Are you just go off the cuff?
I mean, it depends. Actually, with music, I like to be really, really particular about things.
Mm.
But yeah, you never know. If it's the right thing, then it works.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing I want to mention, just really quick. This is so random. Surfing is a big part of your life, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah.
And now you're in London. What are you gonna do?
Well, luckily enough, my dad lives down in Devon,
Oh, okay.
and there is I mean, it's pretty cold, but yeah, it's awesome down there. So I try get down. Maybe not right now, so I don't freeze in the water. But I mean,
Yeah.
summertime down there. Oh my God, yeah. It's a bit of a secret, but
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Oh, I recommend St Ives in Cornwall as well. Like, oh, I don't know if
Uh-huh.
you have you been to
I
Cornwall?
have. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so
I've been
oh,
to,
it's so
yeah.
nice. I mean, I
It's
can't surf.
awesome.
I've always wanted to, but I used to bodyboard, which is kind of
Okay, there you go.
half
Same thing.
doing
You just got
it.
to stand up on it.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever do that. But yeah, no, it was really fun. Like, there's so many people always doing it down there. So yeah, there's another place for you, I guess. You can still
Yeah,
do
it's a cool
your thing.
community, and yeah, it's quiet. It's nice to be able to get out of London a little bit, and yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Well, on a final note, Felix, it's been such a pleasure to chat with you today and meet you. And like I say, I'm so excited about what's to come from your band. I just wondered if you had a message that you would like to send out to anybody that's been supporting you along the way, anyone who might be new to your band. Have you got anything you want to say to them or let them know?
Um, well, watch out because it's coming. And if you don't listen, I'm going to find you. There you go.
I love
It's,
it.
it's all a secret at the moment, so but it'll come, and you're going to be the first one at the show. I promise that.
I like that. It's a bit of a threat in there.
Oh yeah,
Keep it real.
it's rock, it's metal. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Felix, thank you so much for your time today. It's been a real pleasure. And of course, Break, your debut single, is out now from Help, and I recommend everybody go and check you out, listen to you, and keep their eyes peeled on your socials, the band Help, and make sure they're going to be there at those first gigs. It's going to be real cool. So, Felix, thank you so much.
Awesome.
And
Thank you
pleasure.
so much. I've enjoyed it. I loved it.